They can't hear you in chat.
That, and now they can hear me. Delay, delay, delay. They can hear me now. Delay, delay. Yay, here you are. They can hear me now.
Hey.
Okay. Anyway, I'm not repeating all that because it was just me blathering as usual. But it is Sunday night, and we are back. We are back with Skook and the man with the music, and we don't have Draven though. As I was getting ready to say before, Caden so rudely interrupted to tell me that you couldn't hear me. It's Floki's daughter's birthday weekend, month, year. Anyway, she has a birthday. Mom's in town, so looks like Floki, aka Draven, won't be here. I can run him if need be. We can have fun with that. We'll see where it goes. I can flirt just like he can. So we'll see if Caden's character can shoot me down like she did him. Let's see what else we got going on. We all know Chris won't shoot. Chris is a man whore. So
Wow.
Not worried about that. Not worried about. Oh, I'm sorry, not Chris. Chris himself isn't. Chris himself is a good man. Hey, he. We might be losing him for a little while as he's doing duplicity. But Ota would get with a raccoon if he could. No?
What?
You don't think so? I'm just making stuff up. This is what happens when I talk too much. I just
Not
start
man.
rambling and saying things.
You need
I feel like you're projecting on me or something.
That might very well be the case. So, hey, these lovely people right here sitting around here, they're not all usually on Sunday nights. Oda, raise your hand, Chris. He's usually on Monday, and he plays Oda the Halfling. Sitting next to him is Mr. Danny, who plays Kers. He is the resident Sunday night Tabaxi monk. Down towards the bottom, we have the bot, which is the music bot. It'll be here more often. And then next to that music bot, we have Morgan, who plays Talon, also a resident Sunday night character here. He is a Shatter Kai Warlock. Sitting next to me over here, that's Caden. She's playing Silvia, a futuristic cyberpunk paladin from Thursday nights. She's came back in time to play on Sunday nights. And back in time to be in Barovia. Up there above me, that is Mr. Carl. Carl is currently playing Corvaous, who's usually on Wednesday nights, but Carl himself is usually on Sunday nights playing Tobias. So tonight we have Corvaous. And just so you know, you are muted, but you didn't need to say anything. I just wanted to let you know now that you're muted, Carl. Right next to Carl, the man... There you go. The man of the hour, the special guest DM, which is Dragonslayer himself, Skook.
What's up?
Hey, why don't you take it and run with it, sir? The show is yours.
All right. Just give me 1 second here. Okay. So, when last we left off, the six of you, yes, woke up in a unfamiliar Vistani camp somewhere in Barovia, and were greeted by a rather unusual Vistani man named Nestor, or maybe usual would be the word depending upon your interactions with the Vistani, as they differ throughout much of Barovia. Nestor made it pretty clear to all of you that he was pretty positive the only way you guys are going to make it back to your Barovia was if you found his cousin Dagony, who, in a dream Nestor had shown up, partied with you all, and then gave you a ride home in his wagon. Trusting this strange, half-drunk man, you guys set off. Yeah, he said no trusting. Well, without any other alternative, begrudgingly, the six of you set off in search of Nestor's cousin Dagony towards the village of Cold Creek, where you guys arrived after a scuffle with some zombies and a crony old Vistani woman. Upon arriving, you noticed that the town was filled with religious fanatics, all exclaiming about the return of their souls, absolution of their sins, and someone named Nicodemus at a tavern called the Legless Horse, proclaiming to them that his Lord and Savior would provide all of them with the same kind of warmth and love that he had been receiving. Carl, character's name is, hold on, it's coming to me. Never mind. What's your character's name, Carl?
Corvaous.
Corvaous. That's what I knew. The Aes part. I was like, where in the alphabet are we here? I couldn't make it. All right. So Corvaous found a teenage Esmeralda Debonair hostage in the stagehouse right around the time the rest of you had witnessed this poor SOB get drug out in front of the town and made to walk across some hot coals. Which I'm pretty sure then they only made it like a couple of steps before. Was it Silvia or was it Draven that jumped in and grabbed them off of the... It was you.
Silvia.
Yeah? Yeah, right. It was Silvia that jumped in, grabbed him off of the coals, dropped this iron bar that had been burning into their hand, and you guys beat feet out of town. But not before all of you witnessing one small, single golden ray of sunshine break through the ever-present, overcast gray clouds of Barovia. So, with this supposed miracle and crazy-ass town in the rear view, you guys now make your way down this dirt road towards the Legless Horse Tavern. What would you all like to do?
Well, first off, definitely going to be... Who is the guy I'm currently carrying?
So he has... When you first picked him up, there was just a lot of screaming going on in your ear. You know, like as you would expect, as you like kind of fireman's carrying this guy over your shoulders, but is now just turned into like soft whimpering and grunts as he's like uncomfortable. You know, you guys are like moving at a fast pace, so but he has not in any way, shape, or form tried to be like, "Hey, my name's so." You know, he's just like moaning and not okay.
Alright, that's fair. So as we are making our way down the road, we get to a point where Silvia just stops and kind of like tosses him over tosses him over to like put him on the ground. Like, alright, we need a break really fast and you need to get healed. So, fantastic for you. I am brand new to magic and I will not be performing any of that on you, so don't you worry. As she like pulls out a needle and just sticks him with it. She does a lay on hands for 5 points of healing.
Okay, right on. So there's like a myriad of expressions on his face as you're saying all of those things, and then you stab him down into the thigh with this needle, and he's just like the Ace Ventura with the spears in his leg. It's like
she just
right?
slaps the hand over his mouth.
Okay. He's like, and you watch though as the burns on his hands and feet begin to stifle themselves. They're not. There's still like some scabbing going on there, and it looks pretty gross. But it's not like they're not open sores. He's not in any kind of pain right now for the most part. As he stifles the crying, kind of stifles, and he like looks up at you, just like doesn't say anything right away, but like there's a huge look of appreciation on his face.
Yes, you are welcome. Though I do need to keep that needle in your leg so the nanobots can actually do what they're supposed to do and then go back. Because I only have a few of those, and I kind of need it to do its thing. Are you good?
He like, yeah, and he like shakes his head. Yeah, he's
okay,
very,
fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. How's everyone else?
Doing good.
If we look
Okay.
back, we're still kind of like outrun everybody. Do we have stragglers following us?
Make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Oh yeah. There is nobody following you guys. Everybody seems you assume is like way too preoccupied with this alleged miracle that had happened during their festival that nobody seemed to, despite taking the guy that they were about to sacrifice, is following you.
Draven would look over at Silvia and go, "Yeah, I mean, if you're handing out healing, I mean, you know, I heard a little bit right here, a little bit right here. You know, I mean,
I can take care of that if you need to.
No, I'm okay. Never mind."
Thank you, Kers.
With Talon being a warlock, and we just basically took their sacrifice, threw oil into their sacrificial fire, and stole their prisoner. Is that like super odd to him at all, or is he just like for the light coming down at the end when they got all their weird ass smiles going on?
So, are you asking, like, is it weird that they aren't following, or like, are you just trying to make sense based off of like being a warlock as to like what happened there at the end?
Kind of the weirdness of them not following us.
Okay.
Like they're like, because they were sounding like it's soul for soul, but we just took their mom and
yeah.
Basically,
I'll say go ahead and make an insight check for me.
$13.
With the 13, you get the feeling that it is weird that you botched this sacrifice and what was going on there, and that they didn't immediately follow you after you. So, for that ray of light to show up and that sun to have poked through the clouds must have been something very good, like a good sign to them, or like a big enough deal that they were like, yeah, fuck that, we got what we wanted. Or, you know, this thing is more important than chasing after our sacrifice and the people that stole them. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. Esmeralda's gonna kind of step up right after you get done healing this guy. And it's like, yes, this is all very good that we saved this guy's life, but there are a lot of Vistani lives in the balance right now, and the next step of making sure my people don't end up like this guy is if we head to that tavern, no?
Very true. Actually, I'm Silvia, by the way.
She reaches out a hand and shakes her hand. Silvia? Esmeralda.
Esmeralda. Lovely name. I like that one. Yes, we need to figure out, do you know how many other Vistani there are? Or if we left anyone behind?
So far I know that my father, Dagny, has been taken. My mother and the other half of our clan had made way to the Grand Assembly with Madame Ava. That is, we were supposed to meet up with my uncle, Nestor, before the rest of our clan made their way to this grand meeting. But we were waylaid in the middle of the turn of the we were waylaid in the middle of the night, and many of my people and my father were taken, and so was I. They, as far as I know, were all taken to this tavern, and then that is the last I have ever. I was the last one. The last one left before being sent away. My father was taken the night before today, last night. So I'm a little anxious to get there.
Understandable. This is going to be a bit of a pickle. What was that back there? What is sunlight? It felt like, at least.
Have you not seen sunlight before?
Well, I have. I have plenty. My home has 2 suns, so the darkness here is very unsettling towards me, but I've gotten used to it. You're talking to Izzy. Right, sorry, Izzy.
Yeah, she like watches, like clocks you talking about 2 suns, and is like, there's like a look of like brief astonishment on her face, and she's like, 2 suns? Like, I've never seen the sun before. That had happened the day after they took all of us. So a day ago, yesterday morning, that had happened as well. That was the first time I have ever seen the sun light come through the clouds. But something tells me that is related to my people disappearing and those creepy fucks in that village doing what they were doing. So I don't want to believe that was really sunlight. I think that was some after effect of whatever is causing all of this. But have you seen the sun before? As she looks to you, Kers.
Oh, yes, many times. Many times from.
Does it look like that? Did it look like that?
That is but a small fraction of what it could truly be.
She seems satisfied at that answer, like her suspicions were true, and she's better off for it. She kind of takes a look around at all of you guys and is like, and just starts to start walking. She's like, I do, by the way, know where this tavern is. If you want me to just lead the way, that'd be...
Yes, please do.
Okay.
Yes,
So, yeah.
that would be very helpful, actually.
I'm sorry. I deferred. I wanted, you guys seem like a group and everything. You got something going on. I didn't want to just be like, hey, follow me. I'll take you, It's weird. All right. So she starts walking, and very quickly, you guys begin to make the trek towards the tavern, and not even, I'd say probably 10 minutes into it, you begin to see black roiling smoke coming out from behind the tree line. Like a building is definitely on fire. Esmeralda begins to, she doesn't say a word, she just begins to bolt forward towards the smoke. What would the rest of you like to do?
Yeah, follow after her, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. So you guys, everybody follows along. You guys beat feet, and you clear through the tree line, and you can see that this large tavern, fieldstone base, kind of like fieldstone walls, mortar, thatched roof, is just fucking piping hot right now. The roof is there's no more hay. The timbers of the roof are now caught. And the one window on the long side of this this building is just gouting out flame as the doors have been sprung right. You guys can see, without even making a perception check, like into the building, just all of the timbers are burnt. And there are people running like around, like sort of like, do I try to help put this out? What do I do? Or like, do they have things in there still, like their belongings? And then you all see Esmeralda kind of stop as she clocks a Vistani man on top of a like obese were-rat in like a papal kind of cloth with like the hat and like a pope's hat almost, with like a golden tabard over top of white robes, but the white robes are just stained with blood as this guy with his bound hands is just like stabbing a broken glass bottle into this thing's chest as like two other were-rat bodies lay on either side of this like obese one. And again, there are other people there, but they are all just like running around, and then there are these three dead were-rats and one Vistani guy just stabbing away at this thing's chest.
You good,
How far are
man?
they?
What's that?
You good, my friend?
No, Talon, what'd you say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. You guys were both at the same
How
time.
far are they from here?
How far? Like 30 feet away. Like, once you come through the brush line, like, it's pretty much like, you know, a short walk right to the front of the building. And this is all taking place, like, right outside the front door.
Loose a bolt at the were-rat then.
What's that?
He'll loose a bolt at the were-rat.
At the dead. Okay, well, they're all dead, but yeah, alright, you got. Yeah, even the one he is stabbing, yes. Even the one he is stabbing. Yeah, like, it's like big double-chinned, like, whiskered face is, like, cocked off to the side with just, like, a glazed-over look to it as he's just, like, fucking going to town on this thing. But you yell out, Silvia, you yell out, "Are you good, man?" And this guy, like, stops what he's doing and just kind of, like, turns and looks over his shoulder, drops the bottle as you guys hear Esmeralda be like, "Father!" And she runs forward, he gets up and he's like, "Yes?" And they embrace really quick and he's like, "I'm glad to see you, but I'm not going to lie, I wish you weren't here." And she just like gives him a big hug and is like, "Shut up." And then he like looks up from her towards all of you and is kind of gives like a little I don't know, like narrows his eyes just a little bit and is like, "And who are your friends?"
Well, we're friends of Nestor. We'll put that there. I'm Silvia.
His eyes narrow like even further at first, and then they like give way to a smile, and he goes, "Ah, yes, my dear cousin Nestor." He's like in disbelief. He's just like, "I can't believe that man actually did something that was helpful. I cannot believe it that you. I mean, you're all late to fun, but this as he points to the building was pure luck. Pure luck." As he looks back to all of you, it's fortunate as it was, however, I would be remiss to take advantage of this opportunity and use the moment. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself as he stops, and Ez is like, "What the fuck happened that it's on fire, right?" And he motions to the were-rat in the like papal clothing, and is like, "This is that dirty rat," and he kicks it in the gut. Nicodemus, who has been lying to all of these people, or at least somewhat lying. I guess there is a half-truth to what he's been telling them about getting their souls back and whatnot. He was trying to convince the rest of these fine folk. As you see now, the like crowd of hoopleheads running around is beginning to disperse as they're like, "Yeah, fuck this, there's nothing we can do," and begin to kind of like work their way out onto the other dirt roads and through the tree line. He was trying to convince the rest of these people to join up with their cause. A couple of them seem to be swaying his way, but a couple of choice comments from myself, and there was some doubt cast. As the things he was saying was eerily reminiscent to the very things that Strahd likes to tell us, to keep us under heel. When the people started to make this connection, then his god showed up. A being of pure white light came down through the roof, and I saw for the first time in my life an angel, a heavenly celestial being, came down through the roof and spoke very calmly and very assuredly to these people to join in with him, that he would absolve them of all their sins, return their souls to them, and they would no longer meander along the landscape of Barovia as husks of people, but be whole once again. But not before Dagony gets in a quick snide remark, and which angered this thing, and it got very hot in there, and the fucking hay lit on fire. So I, being the opportunist I am, decided to break a bottle of wine here and stab one of these were-rats. And then before you know it, there's chaos in the bar. Everybody's running, everyone's going. This angel guy flies out of the roof, yells something to Nicodemus about the Abbey, and then flies off. And then in the chaos, we end up out here. And I killed him with this bottle, as he motions on the ground too. He's still got his hands tied up, by the way. Oh yeah. With
Do we know who this Abby person is?
So Kers, when he says Abby, you get the feel. Yeah. Oh, sorry, you're making a joke, dude. Fuck, that went right over my head. Yeah, that went right over my head. Yeah. Oh fuck, that was good. That was good. So he like looks down at his buys, and then he like looks to you. You make this joke, and then it goes over Dagony's head. And he's like, "Do you guys, you want to help me out here real quick with these ropes, maybe?"
Yeah, sure. Silvia walks over and she just pulls out a knife and cuts it.
Okay. In his hand, he's like, that's good.
Really did a number on these guys. Were you able to get everyone out of the tavern?
I think everyone made it out, other than the handful of people with the smiles on their face. They just stood there in awe of this thing, and I'm pretty sure got burnt alive in there. They didn't move. So...
Right. Well, too late now. So... Abby, an angel? That makes zero sense. This entire place makes no sense, honestly, but I think that's just a me thing.
I swear that is what I saw.
Hey, I believe you. I've seen weirder.
Did by chance any of the people that were smiling happen to get dragged out at all? Even if they're dead? Before they were crispified?
Yeah, make a perception check for me.
$19.
You notice in the doorway to the tavern there is a like blackened skeleton of a person on fire, like in the doorway. So the guy that was holding the door open for people must have been a smiley person, and just is standing like right there next to the front door on fire. But other than that, none of them left the building. Or were taken out.
I suppose there's no way to see if you could look for any kind of resistance magic on them or anything like that.
On the skeleton?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find, one that wasn't quite burnt up.
Yeah, unfortunately, like none of them left the building. They again, he's Dagony is like, it was insane to see somebody with a smile like that. It was even crazier to see somebody just stand in a fire and watch the gaping hole in the roof as the angel guy flew away, and they burned alive.
Sounds traumatic.
Yes, it was. Or really just another day in Barovia, I suppose.
Yeah, sounds about right for my group, honestly.
I don't know what is wrong with you guys. Barovia isn't normally like this. It's relatively peaceful outside of a couple of monsters. And cults. There's always a cult. They're always in the basement, too. This has been a consistent issue, and I will never let it go.
Or in coffins.
Some of them are even upstairs nowadays.
No, that's where the monsters are.
Not always.
Anyway.
They change. They're
Okay,
assholes.
so Izzy has informed us that there might be others. Where are the rest of the Vistani?
They will all be at this abbey. You see now, like, the initial shock of what like had happened is kind of like dulling off of Dagny, as he makes a motion towards the east and is like, I am fairly certain that this abbey that they are talking about is an old chapel that no longer is in use. It's been decrepit for who knows how long. But I am fairly certain that is where I was headed, to be a part of, as Nicodemus called it, the soul opening. Somehow the Vistani bloodline is being used to open a door to the wheel, and the wheel is allowing souls to be poured back into the soulless denizens of Barovia.
I thought you default came with a soul. That's like a part of being born, is that you have a recycled soul inserted.
How long have you been in Barovia? Yes.
3 weeks.
Yes. Unfortunately, here on the Dread Plane, some come from other lands and die, and when this cycle of rebirth that you are talking about takes place, their soul does not come back. They remain trapped here in the Dread Plane, but a new person is born without a soul. At least that's how it works on this version of Barovia. I am now, I guess, understanding that you are all from different versions of Barovia?
Yes.
Or other timelines?
You brought us here, Dagny.
Oh, I didn't bring you here. I don't know. Wait a minute. Did Nestor tell you that I was the one who brought you here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Told
you
us you
did.
could get us back.
I think I might be able to, but only if we can meet up with some other Vistani. There is a lot of you, and we do have the ability to travel between the planes. That is our gift here in Barovia. But to get the 6 of you back to your specific timelines in the specific time that you left them, and not like, 15 years down the road or some shit, it's going to take a lot of us to get you all back to exactly where you need to be. It's not as simple as me just holding your hand and walking through the woods and then poof, you're back where you're supposed to be. So I will need the other member, at least the rest of my clan that has disappeared. So I say that the 8 of us, or 7, because as you should not go anywhere near this place, go to this abbey and try and rescue my brethren. Hopefully, without having to fight this fucking angel guy. But I have a weird feeling he might be there. But I'm not in charge. You guys, you're adventurers. I fucking travel around and sell discount goods for marked up prices and shit, and typical Vistani stuff.
Silvia turns to the rest of the group. Well, what are your thoughts?
Well, we did one Vistani a favor that's kind of not really sounding that great. Why not another one?
I ain't got anything better to do today. I'm not even where I came from, so I'm all for it.
Is there any alcohol left in that tavern? I mean, we could just sit around and get drunk, Oda. I mean, you and I, we could sit around and get drunk,
man,
see
I
what
already
happens.
told you I don't drink, man.
I could sit around and drink for both of us, and we could just see what pops up.
And you could look into my eyes for the rest of the night, too, couldn't you?
Hey, I'm just saying.
Yeah, all the alcohol is definitely exploded.
Seti, if you want to make a perception check for Draven to see if there's any wine or booze or meat or whatever laying around, you definitely can.
It's a nat 15.
Ooh, yeah. With a nat 15, you see 2 of the younger hooplehead people that are running around have made their way behind the building, and you can hear them like giggling and laughing as they have found like what you believe to be a crate of liquor.
Hey, I'm gonna have to go confiscate that from them.
Very good. Can't have the youth drinking. Get him out of my hair. Anyway, Kers, what do you think?
It does not appear that we will have any other choice in the matter, if I am honest. It appears that we want to get back to our alternate Barovias, that this is the path that it leads.
The longer I'm away, the more danger my friends are going to be in. So,
Very
there you
true.
go.
But does anyone
Yes.
have any knowledge of any of this? Well, of course, Dagny, you have knowledge of where exactly this abbey is, which is useful, but anything on this angel thing? Have you ever heard of anything like that? I haven't, personally.
Is there anything that I would have heard, having been the fact that I'm at Aasimar and Cleric? I might have heard
Oh.
anything.
Absolutely. You can make me a religion check if you want, and anybody could make a arcana check if they want to.
It's at 18 total.
18 on the religion check. Okay. So, with an 18, you would gather that most of the Celestials, outside of obviously the gods, are their, messengers, soldiers. They carry out the will of their deity. So, at first glance, you would want to think that like this thing must be here at the behest of a god. But with an 18, I'll say that there is a possibility that this could be the workings of, given the fact that you have seen these people with this fucked up smile on their face. They're doing human sacrifices. It sounds like trying to perform some kind of blood ritual. This has more of the doings and makings of a celestial that has fallen from grace.
Much like myself. Okay. So, yeah, I share that. This creature most likely is not operating under a how you should say a holy mission or directive. It is perverse and tainted in some way, more than likely.
Right. So it's a fallen angel.
Most likely.
Okay. Well, I don't know anything about angels. How does that even work? Angels are servants of like one god or something of similar. They're servants of a god. So which god? Oh, the Morning Lord, maybe? My friend Farron, she's very big on that, on the Morning Lord. Maybe one of his?
Quite possible.
All right. Well, at least we got an idea. Any idea how to defeat it? Or get around it? Angels are well known for having eyes, a lot of them.
We usually just shoot things in the face.
I like your plan.
That is a good strategy most of the time, yes. I'm inclined to agree with the Tabaxi, yes.
I don't know if it is a good idea. I'm just saying that is what we do, typically.
I think,
All right, then.
at its core, I'm not very interested in having to fight an angel. To be completely honest with you, that sounds like something Mr. Van Zarovich would have to deal with, to be completely honest. If someone wants to come here and start taking his backyard from him, then I say leave it to him to get the motherfucker out of here. However, rescuing the rest of the Vistani, now that, I think, is an actionable plan. It's really just a matter of whether or not we're going to run into this motherfucker while we're doing it.
True. Well, we can discuss plans as we go. How far away is it? And lead the way, I guess.
Less than an hour away as he begins to lead you guys east towards the Abbey. Oh, said he looks preoccupied. Oh shit, I don't have Owlbear open. I need to get that open right now.
Ota,
Yeah.
Yes, Kers?
I noticed you're quite a capable fighter. I am impressed.
Likewise.
I was wondering where you got your style from.
That is a great question.
Other than being the thrown into zombies thing, that was a new one for me.
Right. Well, the whole being swung around by my ankles was more of Draven's idea. But I use the way of the open fist, and so I kind of use their bodies against them, and try to trip them up, put them down, make it difficult for them to move around. That's kind of my fighting style. Get in, slam them, get out, repeat. Have my ranged attackers throw things while I'm not there. I know you said something about something happened to you when you were in melee and your ranged attackers were all gung-ho about throwing stuff. Perhaps a shatter or something.
Yes, I believe there is a target on my back. I think I'm the focal point when it comes to battle.
Yeah, I feel that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tend to stick to the outskirts so I can at least have a chance of not getting hit.
I am not. That's not so much my way. I need to be up close and personal.
Oh yeah.
But where did you? Which monastery did you learn your skills from?
It was I don't recall the name. It was in the mountains, and there was one big waterfall there, but we didn't stay for very long. The group of monks I learned from kind of traveled from place to place, and that was kind of like their home base, so to speak. But I was only there for a short time before I kind of got out back into the world and kind of just made my own way. I'm still looking for, they call it my focal point. It's kind of where I'm trying to search out where I can find my inspiration to, be one with the energy around me.
Very good. I understand. Yes.
Where you said you were from the Temple of Whis?
Yes, it is in Pait.
Okay.
Very far away.
I think I've heard of that, but I haven't been there.
Yes, it is more of what you would call a tropical land. But there is a waterfall there too. I spend a lot of time.
I think that's just kind of like a serenity thing. It's like the checklist is you need a waterfall, need a temple, and maybe a mountain.
And so many steps.
Oh yes.
So many steps.
Oh yes. There are many lessons that can be taught with many steps.
Oh yes, there's so many. I did quite a bit of mission work myself. I traveled to many neighboring villages just to help where I could.
Likewise, I typically stayed with groups of people for months at a time, helping them out before I'd move on.
I spend most of my time in the libraries, learning and studying, and probably at the behest of my sisters, who would rather be training in the martial ways. But I read all about it. I learn from reading and adapt my fighting to that. I may not have a lot of style and grace, as that it is not taught in books so much, but I think my point is made most times.
Oh, absolutely.
Real quick, Seti, can you send me the Owlbear Rodeo, like the link to the room? I guess it is. Is that what it would be? Yeah.
I hope you get back to your group soon, but I have enjoyed. It has been nice having another fighter to work with.
I couldn't say it better myself, honestly. It's refreshing to almost be on the same page instinctually with someone else.
I agree.
Okay. Here we go. 1 second, guys, while I load up this map here. Here we go.
Now, this is not the Abbey I was imagining.
Dude, that's so much
man.
better than what I found. I love it.
Yeah, I was able to. I gripped a couple up off of what is it, Shepeku or whatever. Because I was like, I mean, I had a lot of fun the last time, so I was like, this probably won't be the only time I run an online game. So let's I'll spring the $5 for a map. You know, screw it. All right, so if I could get.
Oh my.
Yeah, there we go. How do we get rid of that? So, thank you, sir.
I'm on it.
Thank you very much. Okay. So if we could get everybody's tokens down around here, that'd be good. In whatever marching order you guys see fit.
I'll be up towards the front.
Okay.
Did you need the little green arrow and the mimic on there?
No, I did not, no.
Okay.
That is, yes, actually, that is the boss. Everything was just a mimic. A big treasure chest mimic. It was him all along. The stuff of nightmares.
Yeah, pretty much so.
Yeah. Alright. So, you guys crest over this hill, and Dagny is like, oh, yes, the chapel,
you're
the
giant
abbey.
fire beetle still, right?
Giant fire beetle. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's me. Yeah. I was like,
Okay.
wait a minute, where the hell is a giant fire beetle?
I didn't mean to cut you off. I
No.
put the BBEG is invisible, and he is on top of the fallen
smoky.
tower to the right.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Now,
You got him?
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. I see it. Yep. Okay, cool. So, you guys crest the hill and see a decrepit, fallen graveyard in front of an even more decrepit and unused chapel, the steeple of which lays strewn across the ground, shattered into pieces. The roof of this building is no longer in use. It is literally just the original floorboards of the second floor. The foundation has crumbled. The statues and gravestones of this place have long since decayed to a point of they are almost unrecognizable, honestly, as gravestones and statues. And as you crest this hill, you can see, Seti, if you can give me some NPC tokens. here. One guy here. One guy here. You know, and you could just put them kind of anywhere. Really, it's just as long as it's on the inside of this wall here.
Dead guys, live guys,
Live
bad
guys, live guys. Yes, these are you guys. These are live Vistani, who
Okay.
each of them currently stands on a 5-foot pentagram drawn into the ground.
How many of them?
There are 7. There are 7 Vistani, and each of them stands on top of a pentagram that has been drawn onto the dirt, either with the dirt, like into the dirt, and filled in with a like white powdered residue. And you can everybody give me a perception check, since we're a little bit further away here.
I didn't see exactly where you wanted them, but there's 7.
I will pull them up. Yep. Okay. Cool. I think I can. Yeah, I can move them. All right. Sick. Here, here, here.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right.
16.
14.
13.
I have a 16.
Okay. Okay. Anybody who rolled above a 10, you can see those pentagrams. Anybody who rolled above a 15, you can see that there is a like faint red translucent barrier surrounding these people, like almost like a force prison, right? That is, it's a cylinder in shape, just around their person, pretty much is along the outline of the pentagram, and you can see that they are frozen in place. They are not moving either. They are like literally like stuck, as if almost like a sort of like a hold person, but like a hold person spell would function. Dagony turns to you guys as you guys make it up over the hill, and he's like, "Well, I can't cast magic. I don't know what the fuck this is, but now seems like the fucking time to get these people out of here. So, what's the plan?"
Fantastic question, and also a fantastic answer will follow. What does any of you know about magic?
Little
Did anyone
bit.
recognize this?
I was gonna ask, if we look around, can we see like locks or
Can you
trigger
see what?
warnings? Like any trigger warnings, wards, or glyphs, anything?
Make an investigation check. And then anybody with Arcana, I guess, could make an Arcana check to try and figure out, like, maybe what's exactly going on.
Got a 24.
What'd you get on your investigation?
18.
Okay. You don't see any like additional sigils or wards or glyphs or anything like laying into the field ahead. It seems pretty straightforward. Corvaous, you absolutely can fucking tell that this is 100%. These people are being used as power cells to a blood ritual, and the translucent magic is as a result of their own blood. They are like blood cursed right now, and in order for them to be able to move again, either the person that has cursed them or the curse itself needs to be undone by like a dispel curse, or again the caster of the curse needs to be killed.
All right, guys, we're fucked, but not as much as them. So let's we got to find out whoever's cast this curse and get rid of them.
Okay.
Sounds like a good plan.
We going through the back or the front? We splitting?
Do we want to go all together though, or have some of the sneakier people kind of go look around first?
Ooh, I'm good at sneaking. That's my
Yes.
thing.
I am not.
And I
sneaky.
can move pretty fast.
I know you can.
And I'm a little sneaky as well.
I'm with Silvia, whichever way, front or back. I'm with her.
I'm good at distractions, and I have a shield appear next to me. And I hand her 2 flasks of oil and my tinder kit. And we're gonna do let's give them a taste of the Reformation Center treatment.
Reformation?
She like nods her head, really excited. She knows what you're talking about. She's fucking stoked. I don't know. What do you want her to do, though?
I want her to she can shift into her raccoon form and run into the church, get to somewhere high, and just start pouring oil everywhere and catching things on fire.
Okay, word. All right. Anybody else?
Has
I'm gonna sneak around the side, I guess.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Will go around to the back. I will go around to the back. I
Okay.
have 165 feet of movement.
Stealth got a 22.
22. Okay. And which direction on the map are you traveling, Ota?
Let's go clockwise, so to the left.
Okay. So I will put you over. How's that? For like you're right there for right this second. I know you're. What are you trying to sneak up to the building or around? I know Kers, you said you want to go around back, but
Yeah, I'm kind of like trying to lay eyes on people because we're trying to pull them out, right?
yeah. Or do you want to be a little bit further back?
Yeah, I don't want them to notice me just yet.
Okay. How about using the tree for cover?
That works.
That works. Okay. Kers, you can move pretty quick. Can you give me a stealth check though, real quick? Or did you?
Yeah, it is 26.
Oh, 26. Jesus. All right. Yeah.
And I will have 165 feet on my initial move.
Right on. All right. Yeah. So you do like a big bounding maneuver, and I will say that's got to be about 160 away from where you were. Let's see real quick. Where's that fucking measuring stick? I think we're here. 100. Oh my God, you can go further. All right. Of course. Of course. How far behind the building would you like to go?
If I could get on
Right about there?
the
Yeah,
tree.
that's fine. Yeah, that works. Okay, so Ota and Kers get into position, and then Corvaous, your raccoon disguised familiar, is going to make their way into the Abbey. Can you give me a stealth check for
All right.
your raccoon?
Yeah. Rolled a nat 1. Nice.
Hell yeah. I love it. I love it. Fuck yeah. All right. Before we get into the raccoon's nat 1, does anybody else have anything that they would like to do?
Total of a 6.
Oh goodness. Talon, what are you doing?
Right now, Talon's just gonna load his crossbow and stand behind probably Corvaous for the moment.
Right, excellent. Then I guess Silvia's going to go, or in character. I guess I'm the distraction. All right, I guess we'll go with that. As she like starts heading up the path towards the door.
Okay, cool. You get to right about there. Hold on. You get right here to the gate. When you are close enough to see, I guess you, Ota, Kers, you're back there, so you won't quite clock it. You see as the raccoon is making their way into the steeple. They get up to like the first Let me look at the map again, real here. They get to the doorway of the church itself, and something goes horribly wrong as the tinderbox and the 2 flasks of oil, like one of them smashes on the steps, right, and the raccoon's like pissed off that this happened, and then like tries to like rush through to get inside before anything else can go wrong, and like slams off of the side of this like busted door, busting the other pint of oil, and then like trips and falls over themselves, and in doing so like rakes their claw against the cobblestone to try and like catch themselves, and just like there goes the oil. The oil, like from this one singular spark, lets out. Like the beginning of the raccoon doesn't light on fire, right? But these like spilled pints of oil along these steps immediately light, and the entryway to this church is now aflame. Is beginning to burn. And again, you guys.
Is that where the raccoon is? Right there at the entrance?
Yeah, we can put them inside the door. And then do we got any? We got some flames. Huh? We got a little. Yeah, all right. Can I make these smaller? Yeah.
I'll get you some fire going.
Okay. Yeah, Seti, if you got it, you're the OG with this. Everybody, you guys all that like draw close to the building can see these like people. Again, these people are like just like you that weird feeling where you're like coming up on somebody and you're like sneaking and you're trying to see if they like can see you, right? Or like make any kind of like recognition, and they are just fucking frozen in place, like just not fucking moving at all. And the flames begin to start working their way up the structure, the front of the church here. Does anybody want to do anything now that the beginning of this is on fire? Or are we going to kind of like
some of y'all should be used to burning buildings in Barovia.
Oh, I'm used to it. I'm just like, let the cockroaches come out.
Okay.
I would like to take a potion.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
It's always best to burn out the infections.
What potion are you gonna? Are you drinking a potion, Kers?
That is correct. I have a potion of invulnerability.
Oh, that's gonna make my life fun. All right, sick. What is the duration on the potion?
17 hours.
Shut the hell up.
I kid. It is 1 minute.
1 minute, yeah, all right. 17 hours. Seti, what are you giving these people?
Survival.
Yeah, here, I'm going to give you this right now at the beginning of the campaign. Hold on to it. You're going to want it.
Use it in a one shot.
Yeah. Dump it in a one shot, right. All right. So, the flames begin to work their way up the side of this building, and sure enough, you guys are drawing into place. There's like that brief moment where, you come up with this like kind of tacit plan, set it into motion, and then there's that weird moment where it's like, oh man, you know what? This actually kind of might work. This might work, right? And then this raccoon falls, stumbles, the church lights on fire, and it's like, fuck, this plan is not going to work. Everything is going tits up. But sure enough, from on high, right about here.
Do you want them bigger or okay?
Yeah, we can make them a little. Well, maybe not that big. I think we'll go. Yeah, we'll do 10 foot. A angelic being, like pale white skin, this just like drawn back, neck length blonde hair, shirtless, ripped fucking dude with a mace attached to his hip and this like white and red clothed can't remember the exact word of it, but his pants are basically made out of like white and red like sashes almost the whole way down to these boots, descends from on high with his 2 wings and looks to the Vistani, looks to the burning church, and looks down towards you, Silvia, as you're in the center of the road.
She just kind of looks up at this thing and she's just like, God dang it. Hello. Lovely weather we're having. I'm Silvia. Who are you?
The pleasure is all mine, Silvia. I am Azrogam, the Fallen. I would ask why you have decided to come here, but your intentions are already known to me. All of your intentions are known to me. And I must say I'm disappointed. I've come here to absolve this horrid place of all of its sins, to wipe clean the slate of Barovia, and to make it whole again.
Well, if you know my intentions, you know exactly why we're here. Fantastic. So glad we could come to this conclusion. So I'll be needing all of them back pretty fast. Also, no idea why you're actually here. There's no such thing as sin.
Oh, but there is. Look all around. The land here is covered in it. These gray lands and lightless skies have been the end to many a poor and unfortunate wretch. But I shall be the revelator that parts these gray skies and brings forth the light of my Lord, to fill the husks of people that reside here and give them purpose once more. I will rid this dread plain of Strahd Van Zarevich and save these people. So no, I will not turn over to these Vistani.
You're doing a terrible job. What are you doing, man? She goes through the gate. She's like, what are you doing? You want to save everyone, but you're over here with the blood thing going on and the people who died in the fire. Where were you there?
You ask him
got tossed into coals.
what he's doing. And the mace at his hip lights up with radiant energy. His eyes turn to a white and almost like gold, opalescent color. I am doing the Lord's work. As he raises himself up into the air, and I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
Which one?
Which initiative?
No, not an initiative. Which god? Dirty 20.
What?
Dirty 20.
Not my best roll. We got a 7.
May I have a marshmallow?
No.
Didn't even see you back there, Kers.
Yeah. Kers, what did you get on your initiative?
Take one yesterday, did you?
22.
You didn't take one yesterday. It's Sunday. You need to go take a shower.
Okay, 22 for Kers.
What do we have for dinner? Peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Talon.
19.
19. Okay.
Mom's not making dinner. It's already 8:30.
Draven, what'd you get?
10.
Are you gonna run them? All right, cool.
Yeah, I'll run Draven. I'll also run the fire for you.
Sick. And Corvaous, what'd you get on initiative?
19.
19. Okay. Who's got the higher dex between you and Talon, or does one of you want to defer to the other?
I'll defer.
Okay, so Corvaous, you're gonna go there then. Yes. Okay, let me see here. Plus, okay, wow. So, all right, Kers, you are up first, my man.
Okay. I would like to. I'm going to assume I was there for at least 6 seconds, yes?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I would like to try to. Is this like wall.
Where at? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Let me do
Here
some pointing here.
or
Yes.
here? This right here? Yeah, that is still like that's like a full intact wall, so it's about like 10 foot up.
I would like to try to get movement to go along this wall and then jump up here onto this if I could to get behind him. I don't know how high he is.
Okay. He's only just started to. I like rise off the ground, so I didn't give him. He is still effectively on the ground because it hasn't been his turn. That was just like the to kick off initiative there. So yeah, if you wanna, okay, cool. If you wanna like do like a parkour here along these ruins to do that, I'll say give me an athletics check. It'll be your action to do it, but you can get to the place you want to get to.
Okay. So climbing doesn't cost me extra movement.
Right on. Okay.
It is a 14.
Ooh, okay. 14. So
No, that's fine. That is fine.
this is 14 or higher?
It is just 14. We could
It's
go
just a
with
14. Okay, so you get to right. I'm gonna say here, and you go to do like a somewhat of a vault up here onto what's left of this steeple, as it's kind of laying halfway like over the ground, and then the back half of it here is like still resting on the first floor, the top of the first floor's wall, and you like scrape into the stone and wood, and your claws do not find purchase, and you fall back onto the wooden planks here. So you make it this far, but unfortunately did not roll high enough to get all the way there with your athletics check. So
Did you say that was my action to get there?
correct.
Am I prone laying there?
No, not prone. No.
All right. Bonus action, step of the wind, and I will get there.
Fucking monks, man. Hell yeah. Dope monk shit. All right. So what? That'll give you enough. And what's step of the wind gonna do for you? Remind me.
It basically I can use the dash action as a bonus action.
Oh, okay. Word. All right. So where do you? Well, then move. Yeah, go ahead and move your token wherever you want to end up at. Then. Right, and then if that's your turn, then Silvia, you're up. If that's the end of Kers' turn.
Yes, that will be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Okay, where am I? All right. Then... And Sylvia is just going to... She's going to roll her eyes very dramatically and go, "You are just about as bad as Strahd when playing with mortals' lives." And she, like, gets closer. And she will... You'll see her twirl out and, like, take this long tube out of the side of her bag, whip it around, and what comes out of it is, as it disassembles and reassembles into a giant shepherd's crook that just lights up with electricity and energy, and you can hear a faint humming, clicking noise from it as she takes a swing at him with it. And that is a 17 to hit.
Okay, 17. Oh, son of a bitch! It just closed out the. It could just close. closed out my page when I went to go click on it. It should take like 2 seconds, though. Hold on.
Yeah, no worries.
You say 17?
17.
17 ties. Seti, how do you do ties? Goes to the attacker?
Yeah. Meets it greasy.
Okay. All right. Then so you hit, Silvia.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Is it 10 for that? And then D8. All right, and then that is 10 slashing damage and then 9 radiant damage.
Ooh. Okay, so he's resistant but not immune to it. All right. And your shepherd's crook is magical or not magical?
Silvered.
Silvered. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to... So, you do half on the bludgeoning and half on the radiant. So, what were they all together? What was it? I'm sorry. So, to be... What was it? 8 and 9? Is that...
It was 10 and 9. So, that would be...
9 damage then altogether. 5
damage in total.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you swing in with your shepherd's crook and manage to like grab hold of like the waistline of this thing and like slam into it. The radiant energy you notice like dims almost as it makes contact with, and what normally would be like a bone cracking hit to a hip, it sort of like reverberates in your shepherd's crook a little bit. Not like, you're not hitting a stone wall, but this guy's beefy.
All right, that's fair. So she has actually 2 more attacks. She's gonna take another swing with the shepherd's crook, swinging it around and going the other way.
All right, roll it.
That's a 15 to hit.
15 does not hit. So you bring your shepherd's crook around the other way, and he just reaches out with the mace while making eye contact with you, and like blocks it in place, and it's like, no one compares me to the filth that is Strahd Van Zarovich. And is that going to be the end of your turn?
Nope, she has 1 more attack. Hold on.
Hell yeah. All right.
Literally thought you were going to say nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
No, that would have been a great opportunity. Yes.
That would have been great.
That is a 25 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Yeah. So just gonna do that. Hold on. And then that's going to attach that to that. So that'll be 3, taking into account the halving of the points, that's 3 slashing damage and 4 radiant damage. So in total, he took 7 points of damage. So as she holds it, as it's in his grasp, she literally just shoves it into his face.
Nice, hell yeah. Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna hold on, you better stop hitting yourself.
Right. And it does. The like mace and the shepherd's crook both like slam up into his face. There's still like this look of determination, but you notice as you do that a portion of this fella's porcelain-like skin, there's like a fault crack now along the upper jawbone, and you swear you can see little motes of shadow start to like leak out of this fault line on his face.
Oh, I hope you're not made of spiders.
Is that
that's
is that the end of your turn then?
Yeah, that's the end.
Okay. Talon or Corvaous, you will be up next, and then Talon, you're on deck.
Let me see the measure. No, sorry. Deadpool's behind me talking shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, what the fuck was going on? I saw his head moving, and that was the first time I saw it, and I was like, that was trippy. I'm not gonna lie.
All right. So, I'm going to run over here. That's what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to take out. I'm just gonna fuck it. I'm gonna hit him with magic missile.
All right.
So. I was gonna do it a while ago when he was monologuing, but initiative kicked off too quick. All right, we got 5, 9, 11 points of force damage. 3 bolts slam into him.
Oh, how much damage? I'm sorry.
11.
11. Okay. Let me double check. Yep. All right. So you watch as I'm sorry. How many bolts? 4 was it? Is that what you said?
3.
3 bolts. Yeah. They slam into his chest, and from you're a good bit away, aren't you? Or are you close? Yeah, you're close enough. You can also see now there's like these little impact lines on the chiseled chest. The chiseled pectorals of Azragram have little indentations on them where little tiny bits of shadow now begin to fall out.
All right.
And is that the end of your turn, sir?
For my bonus action, I am going to evoke my Celestial Revelation, and I will, let's see here. My like spectral wings will come out of my back, and shut up, Deadpool. But my spectral wings will curl out of my back, and I will start to glow. Like my eyes turn lavender, and kind of like a lavender light comes out of them. My skin has a bit of the glow. Shut up! Look, screaming in my ear. All right, so yeah, so I have the wings come out and everything, and then I get ready to. I'm gonna fly up into the air on my next turn. So.
Word. All right. I like to think while you're transitioning into this fucking semi-angelic badass that your homie Dugan is filling in for Deadpool and is like right behind you, and it's just whatever Deadpool was just saying right now is like, dude, yeah, Lavender, come on, man, like just being a dick. All right. So that is the end of your turn, which brings us to Talon.
He is going to move up to there and take a shot at him with his crossbow. 17.
17 ties, so that hits.
Seti, those poison arrows from the Vistani guy, are they just poisoned or are they silver tipped too?
They would be silver tipped since they're from Vistani.
Yeah. He will use one of those. I don't know if they have any effect on him at all, though. Because I think they're just poisoned inside.
Okay. Roll that you hit, so you want to roll damage. I don't know so they're poisoned, you said?
Yeah, Seti's got all the stuff on him because I didn't get it from him.
Go ahead, give me a Constitution save for the big bad guy. Is he immune to poison or anything?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a Constitution save on that poison.
Okay. This isn't it's not magical poison though, right? Like this is like
it's not magical poison.
Yep, because they have magic resistance, but it's funny they don't have any kind of poison resistance. All right. And that is a 13 plus 4 is 17 for the con save.
Against the poison.
All right.
So that'll just be 5 points of piercing damage from the bolt itself.
Is your crossbow magical at all?
It's not. No.
Okay. All right. So 2 points of piercing damage. All right. Is that your turn, or you got more? That's it. All right. Okay.
The raccoon went.
Correct, steady, correct. Yes, on top of the fire. I love it. All right. Azragam is going to bring forward his mace, which is now just like pulsating with this radiant white and golden light, and he brings it out in like a challenging motion to you, Silvia, and he from not like getting, he's not actually gonna like fly up just yet, but he is like sort of floating off the ground, so like his eye line is like looking down. He levels his mace down at you, and you shall have the fate you deserve, heretic, as he is going to close the distance and take a swing at you with his mace. He's going to make, let's see, 2 melee attacks with his mace. So, first attack. Oh boy, that is a 10 to hit.
Miss.
Alright, and a 21 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, so that'll be... Alright, that is 7 points of bludgeoning damage and 14 points of radiant damage. And then he is going to... You can make an attack of opportunity if you would like. As... Yep. He is going to... SETI, he is going to fly... 30 feet up into the air. I don't know if there's a way of denoting that in Owlbear.
There is, but I haven't really gotten into it. It has to do with
right.
The condition markers. It has to do with... Nope, that's blessed.
I have the boot on him. I don't know if there's like words you can attach to him.
Yeah, we can. I can also...
But I put the...
do also... Okay, the boot, that works. That way we know he's flying.
Flying, yeah.
We'll,
Okay, yeah, you got it written there. Alright, word. Yeah, he's gonna fly 30 feet up in the air then after taking a swing at you, Silvia, but you can make your attack of opportunity if you'd like.
I would, and that is a 17 to hit.
That hits?
Yep, perfect. So that's just my normal attack then.
Are you a sentinel by chance?
Nope, just a girl.
Unfortunate. I was hoping he'd stop moving.
Just a girl in the world.
No, just a girl in the world.
Okay, that is 10 damage total for him. He takes.
Okay. Cut in half.
No, it's already cut in half. Sorry, I should.
Oh shit! You did 20 damage.
Yeah, 12 damage, slashing damage, and then 9 radiant damage.
Hell yeah! All right, right on. Dope. Okay, so that is a 10. Yeah, nice. Fuck yeah. All right.
Draven from the background yells, "Silvia, you need to put some spite on that, like he's trying to hit on you."
I'm trying. He won't be alive long enough to.
You go, so he goes to fly up into the air, and you, like, not, battle ready, fucking swing your shepherd's crook out, and the tip of it, it does slashing damage, you said, right?
Slashing damage.
Okay, dope. So the tip of it, like, catches into the upper part of his quad, and you just tear a gash down along his leg as he, like, flies up into the air, and just a blood of these shadow motes just start like spewing out, and you, as close as you are, can see at the center of like this wound, you can see like coals and fire.
Oh, he's dripping magma.
As he
She just shouts that.
as he takes up into the sky, and that will bring it to Draven's turn with Ota on deck.
Okay. I am going to. I was just getting ready to. Somebody go into the out of context and put he's dripping magna. Somebody do that for me because that's just awesome. I'm gonna run up to there. No, don't want to be in a straight line. Don't like straight lines. As a DM, I know we don't do straight lines. I'm curious how bad it's driving Jamie crazy right now that Draven's token is not within the squares. Anyway, from that point right there,
You better watch out.
using I don't know Draven exactly, so I give him a crossbow instead of a regular bow instead of daggers. But I will just be using his crossbow from there. Is this while she is within range, or I'll just go ahead. Bonus action to hide, okay? Let's do a bonus action to hide real quick.
Okay.
So that we can get this sneak attack. That's a net 19.
Oh, hell yeah.
I should have just used a purple die, but that's okay. So I am hidden officially.
Sure.
Okay. So I get advantage on this attack because I'm hidden. That's a nat 20 juice, baby. That's a
hell
nat
yeah,
20
right on.
Juice. Hey, with the
For
purple
once in our
die.
favor.
So sneak attack bonus. That is at 6th level is 46, I believe. So that's 46. That's 1d8 plus 4. That's 12. That's 16. Sneak attack 16. That's 16 and 24 is 30. That's 40. 40 plus 1d8 plus 4, 40. Roll that damage, 40. 47, but none of it's magical, so I'll take that half.
Ooh, 47 and half, I think, is 23, right? Yeah, so.
Yes, sir. I assume because it's not magical, it only does half.
Correct. Wow. All right.
Stop hitting on her.
Dude.
She's mine.
Draven pops into does like a quick fucking drop and roll behind the a couple of rolls over behind a stack of busted up gravestones, totally out of sight. Slams his crossbow up and just fucking blind fires, beat right at this fucking thing. The bolt goes, slams into its throat as just a huge puff of this black shadow and a little and more flame come out from the wound, and the angel hears him as Ragam hears him say this, is just what? As his arrows jammed into his fucking throat. Very confused. He is looking a little rough. Not gonna lie, looking a little rough. And if that's the end of Draven's turn,
Yes, Draven's turn is over.
will be Ota.
Okay. I'm very far away, so I need to get closer. I'm gonna run up next to Silvia, and I'm going to use a key point for patient defense. So I'll take the dodge action as a bonus action, and I'll hold my action for it when this guy enters my melee range.
Okay, all right. And that'll be the end of your turn then, correct?
Yep.
All right, Kers, you are up, my man. This is gonna hurt.
What is the height differential from where he is to where I am?
He is currently 10 feet above you. You are 20 feet up in the air. He is 30 feet up in the air. Do it.
Let's do dumb stuff.
Yes.
I am going to reach inside of my cloak that I'm wearing. This is so dumb. And I'm going to pull out a patch off of my cloak. And from that patch erupts a 24-foot ladder that I'm going to place in front of me and try and hit him with it. And as it's falling down, I'm going to start running up it. To try
Incredible.
get on.
Oh man, I really want to, just so this can be said in a game of D&D, roll to hit with the ladder.
Yeah.
Do you have the improvised weapon feat at all, Kers? Do you have any of that stuff or no?
No, I sure don't.
Okay, well then I would say just make your attack, roll your d20 and then add your dex modifier to it, just no proficiency bonus. For hitting a guy with a ladder.
Plus my
Dex.
modifier.
Yeah, your dex modifier. Well, or whichever one you use. I assumed it's dex because you're a maxi monk, but maybe I'm wrong.
No, it's dex.
Okay.
That's not good at all. That's a 10.
A 10? So you try to aim it as best you can.
Wait,
Oh, he has.
I have
We have group inspiration too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, word.
We had
Word.
2 group inspirations from last time.
Yeah.
We need this wooden ladder to hit.
Badly. It's so
That is
funny.
an 18.
Oh, hell yes. Yes, all right. You break his AC by
no.
1.
DM, I would like to put forth an idea for you that a wooden ladder would basically be like 2 wooden staffs.
Okay.
And a wooden ladder wielded with both hands is 1d8. A single-handed wooden staff would be 1d6. So my personal opinion is in minimum 2d6, maximum 2d8.
Right. Okay. Good to know.
Because
Kers, you
coming down hitting.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, none of this makes sense, but it makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. All right.
I would
Make it make sense.
hope like I could get in between the rungs over his head.
Yeah, I was going to say you're also trying to like make your way up the ladder to him, right, Kers?
100%, yes.
Okay,
I need
so
to
then
do
I
that.
will leave the decision up to you. If you want to, you can either just hit him with the ladder and I'll let you do 2d8, or you can do 1d6 and like effectively place it that it's like caught on his shoulders and you can make your way up to it, but you only do 1d6 points of damage with it.
No, I'll do the 1d6 because effectively I want to try and
Yeah.
get him back down.
Yeah.
That's awesome visually.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
That is 3 points of damage, but are we calling this an attack?
Yeah.
Okay, then I would like to, since I hit a creature, I'm going to use a T point to do a hand of harm, which gives me an extra D6 plus 2 of necrotic damage on top of that.
Okay. Getting spicy with it. This is a spicy ladder attack.
Oh, and that's max damage, so that's 8 points of damage, necrotic.
8 points. Okay. Well then, I guess if you're burning a key point it's to add the necrotic damage to it, right? It doesn't make like the ladder doesn't become a necrotic ladder then, right? When you attack him, it's,
No, this is just all.
Yeah, to add into. Okay, so you did max damage with the necrotic, right? So that's 6 points of necrotic, and what was the?
It's 8 points.
8 points of necrotic. All right, and then how much ladder damage did you do?
I think it was just 3.
Okay. All right, so 1 point of ladder damage and 8 points of necrotic. All right. So you slam the ladder down on him, and now it's like pinned down over. It doesn't like pin his wings around him, but it like slams. The one rung is like in front of his forehead, and the other. Yep, you got him like right in that sweet spot where it's anchored. Yeah, so you can effectively go up the ladder towards him if you want to.
Oh yes, yeah. I want to, like I said, I want to get it where I can touch him, so I can do the hand of harm.
Yep. All right. And then is that your turn?
Well, that's an action, and then a bonus action. Well, no, that's not a bonus action. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Well,
I don't have a prop ladder, but you're like up on him now to do your hand of harm, correct?
Get up all on him. Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Have to be close enough to touch.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's your turn, then Silvia, it is your turn.
Silvia. Okay, Silvia is going to get up generally where this guy is he's still in the air, right? 30 feet up or something?
Correct. He's 30 feet up in the air, yeah.
All right, fantastic. And she is going to use her magical gloves that she's got as a bonus action to essentially throw her hand 30 feet up with a dagger and stab this guy in the back.
Word. Hell yeah.
And
All
that
right.
is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
So with the ladder on him, does that count him as grappled in a way?
No, he's not like restrained really. It's like it's like sitting on his head, but I mean honestly, if it was his turn next, he could very easily just get out of this without it. Like he could just fly up in the air, right, and it would go with him, like and fall off.
That is 6 points of slashing damage, 8 points of radiant damage. Have those, so 7 damage.
7 damage, right? Oh no, my pen. There it is. All right. Damn it. Okay.
What is this? All right.
And that is the end of your turn, then, correct?
Nope, one more attack.
One more attack? All right.
One more attack, and she's going to, while her hand is still up there, go and try to stab him in the knee.
Word.
And that is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Good lord. Hold on. I'll clear my screen. And that is 7 slashing damage, 8 radiant damage, so 7 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
That'll be the end of her turn.
Cooking through him. Okay. End of Silvia's turn. Corvaous, you're up, and Talon. I'm sorry if I misspoke that earlier, but Corvaous, you're up, and Talon, you're on deck.
Good. So he's still flying up. So I am. Where's my just looking just a little out of range. All right, so I will fly 30 feet. I'm up. I'm probably about 20 feet up as I'm flying towards him, and I'm going to go ahead and I'll hit him with magic missile again. All the way over there.
Okay.
That way I don't fucking miss. Another 11 force damage.
All right. Okay.
And then my bonus action this time, I'll basically draw my summon my spear to my hand.
All right. And Talon, it's your turn.
Okay. How high is the wall behind this guy here?
Right here? Like less than 5. It's like a hip wall, so it is like 3 foot tall.
Talon's going to come move up behind, or just off to the side of this guy. And
Use that guy for cover.
a little bit, yeah. Can't run away. We're gonna shoot another crossbow bolt at the scary dude for 18 to hit,
18 hits, yep.
and then 6 points of damage. Just another one of those poison arrows. Does he have to make another save for that, SETI, or
No, he's
he makes-
good for 24 hours.
Okay.
for 24 hours?
You said 7 damage?
6.
6, okay. So, another round of attacks has gone through, and there's just, like the chunks of down on the ground now, Silvia, you actually have to, like, bat some of them away. There are just, like, pieces of, like, this weird white clay porcelain that are falling off of this guy, and more of the shadow and red fiery energy is beginning to show itself behind this guy's visage. And it is Azrogam's turn. He is going to close the distance with you, Corvaous. He flies. You're 20 feet up in the air, correct? Right now? Okay, so he will descend the 10 feet to meet you on level. As he brings his mace down towards you, this shadow and flame pouring out of a broken, like, smiled mouth as he's like, I am the Revelator! And he will bring his mace down on top of you. Twice, 2 attacks. Oh boy. Alright,
Am I still on top of him?
Oh yeah, with the yes. So he comes flying at you like a bat out of hell, thinking he's all badass as a fucking 24-foot extension ladder is like stuck on his shoulders, just like dangling off of him. With Kers, make me a roll to see, just a D20 roll, straight D20 roll to see if the ladder like stays on him or if it's gonna fall off as he like begins to move.
It's just a 4.
Oh yeah, buddy. You okay? So you're the ladder is gonna fall off of him, and you will take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you land on the ground from 20 feet up.
It was 1 point.
1 point. Okay. But his 2 attacks. The first one is going to.
I have slow fall and it absorbs 30 points, so I don't take anything.
Okay, word. His first attack on you, Corvaous, is a 23 to hit. Second is a 26. Both hit. Okay. So first one is I believe that is 6. Yes, 6 points of bludgeoning damage and 11 points of radiant. Second swing is 8 points of bludgeoning. Ooh, 17 points of radiant damage.
I would like to point out I'm a little aggravated that, you guys did that just as I get the freaking ladder ready.
We're not done with the ladder.
Ladder's making a comeback.
Get the shoot instead.
We haven't seen the last of the ladder. So he closes the distance with you, announces his presence as the Revelator, and just 2 big swings, like right to your midsection, as you guys have this like angelic sort of face-off, or celestial face-off, excuse me, here in the center, and that will be the end of his turn. Bringing it to Draven, with Ota on deck.
Go back to doing what I was doing before. Okay, so as Draven, I will bonus action to hide again. Actually, is there somebody within 5 feet of him right now?
Oh yeah, Corvaous is right next to him.
Cool. Then I get my sneak attack no matter what, so I'll just take 2 shots at him. Ooh, that's a nat 1, so we're going to have a jam. And the other one was an 18. Does an 18 hit with the crossbow?
It does.
Okay, I'll take the jam after that if you don't mind.
No problem. That's fine.
Damn, that's a low roll. $20 damage total. Half of that would be 10 with another crossbow bolt.
All
As I
right.
scream again. Leave my friends alone, man. She's my girl, and those are my friends, and you can't have... Hey, that's my Oda also. Stop flirting with all my people.
Just met.
You're doing this despite him.
I am doing it despite him.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
Ota, it is your turn, sir.
Well, this sucker is up in the air pretty high. And he didn't come down to say hi to me, so I'm a little offended by that. Man. What can I do down here? Basically what I can do is just kind of guard Silvia and hope he comes down and says hello. I don't know.
Look at that, my
I can
man
throw some darts while I'm
protecting and
down
guarding
here.
my woman.
Yeah. Hey, I don't see you standing next to her. That's all I'm saying.
I like it.
I'm gonna
I
throw
like it
some
when
darts
my-
at him.
I like
That's
it
all
when
I can do right now.
My lovers protect each other.
Good grief.
All right.
I don't know how I feel.
Yeah.
I'm guessing a 15 doesn't hit.
No.
Okay, we're gonna try one more. How does a 22?
That fits. Yeah, that hits.
All right, we're gonna roll this hot dart damage.
Yeah, you are.
Ooh, that's 2 piercing damage, baby.
Cut in half is 1
Hey,
point
that's a 1.
of piercing damage.
Let's go.
Hilariously enough, Ota, you throw this dart. And your first one goes wide, right? Like, it basically bounces off of this guy's mace as he's, like, in this fucking showdown with Corvaous. But the second one goes, and it right into a pupil, right? Right into a pupil. And you guys see it, like, twitches for a second. And the eye just sort of deflates out. And then, all at once, the clay, porcelain-esque shell of this creature begins to just fall apart down onto the ground into like a heap almost of smoldering white pieces and shadow and ember. And for a moment it seems like the day has been won, all is well. In fact, you can hear Dagony at the far end of this all fucking cheer out. All right, that he begins to take a couple of steps forward. When you watch as 2 gnarled, fucking sunken-skinned hands just out of the pile of clay and shadow, and the ground like rips open as a horned devil begins to crawl its way up out of this pile. It's 2 large, like 3-foot tall, curved horns, sit atop this like sunken skull with fiery red eyes and like onyx set pupils, long shattered teeth. It's just sickly rib cages, like wider than the rest of its body. It has these 2 like smaller shoulders and like wide forearms, right? And then its rib cage is like distended and out, and it sinks back down into this thin spine on wide hips. Its cloven feet underneath it, and a long, spindly tail with like just dozens and dozens of bones sticking out of it. as it pulls itself up on this spear, it turns to look at all of you and just lets out like a... And it will then be Kers' turn.
At the top of the order?
At the top of the order, yes.
Let's take our break.
Is he on the
It's
ground now?
8:05.
Oh, it's 9. Yeah, it's 9:05. Okay.
Well, for you,
yeah.
it's
We
9:05. Yeah, let's take a quick break so everyone can hydrate, go to the bathroom, and hydrate the toilet, and do whatever you got to do. We'll be back in just a few minutes, people. Okay? Twitch,
Okay.
don't go anywhere. Don't you dare go anywhere. We'll be
Stay here.
right back.
Stay right
What's up, Twitch? It's been 7 minutes. I'm back. Not everyone else is back. Some of us are back.
Some of us are gone even when we're here.
Amen to that.
Dave, I want to thank you again, man. It's awesome, man. You're doing awesome. Mister, I've never ran online. You're on your second session now, and you got music going. You're pulling up cool maps.
I didn't want to disappoint the infamous and/or famous players of DM SETI, you know?
They are pretty damn good, man.
Yeah. Yeah, Sloan asked me, we were on a call, like, the night after I ran, and he was like, how did it go? Like, break it down. And that was, like, the first thing I said. I was like, dude, it was great D&D. I was like, but you know, like, it's only ever great D&D if the fucking players are, you know, dope too. So
That's right. That's right.
I was like, I always feel like there's stuff that I could have done better and shit like that, and that was the case there too. But it was a lot easier to slip into it when you have players that like are good players. You know, like they went right into it, like seamless, and played along. So
Yeah.
that always makes it a lot easier and a lot more fun, I think, for everybody.
I agree completely, man. I agree completely. I've been completely and totally blessed, and we're going to continue to talk about the players like they're not sitting here.
Yeah, no doubt.
So you and I know,
No doubt.
I have been completely and totally blessed by the players that I have. You know, I mean, each week they step up, they show up, they roll with the punches and everything, and I mean, you know, they trusted me enough that they didn't balk at the fact that I brought in a guest DM.
Yeah, right.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of people who would be like, whoa, what do you mean you're not DMing?
Yeah.
You know, you're my DM. Why are you handing over the reins to somebody else? And they haven't missed a beat. You know, the fact that they're not with their regular groups, their regular players.
Yeah.
You know.
It slipped my mind. It would only like resurfaced as we were playing, so that's my bad. But I watched all the other March Madness streams, and I was like, damn, I got like and this isn't like to say anything about anybody else, but I was like, I think I got the best combination of players, to be completely honest. I was like, dude, it fucking like picked it up and ran with it, you know, like I loved it. It was fucking great. But my favorite combo was all of you guys. The Bugs Life fucking thing was hilarious though, not gonna lie. Molly is always incredible. What's that?
She was talking about the
face
face
bomb.
palm.
Oh, yeah. Molly's always incredible. The carnival was also very cool, but I hopped into the Bugs Life one right when Steady you were fucking Beetle Strahd, dude, and literally I tap it open and somebody was like, "Oh yeah, you're like this like praying mantis priest comes walking by." And I was like, what the fuck is going on, right? And then you're like in Strahd voice and you're like, why the fuck am I a beetle? And I was like, dude, I could not stop fucking laughing as I just imagined like literally Mr. Badass Strahd Zarovich is like a fucking a June beetle, you know, like just fucking.
Yeah. When Zach said, "Oh, by the way, I'm gonna do a Strahdverse in a Bug's Life," and I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Well, I mean, come on, you and I discussed it." That there are all kinds of different Strahd verses out there, and I'm like, okay, but a Bug's Life? You know what? No, I trusted you. I gave you the reins. Hands off. I will let you run your crazy fucking idea of putting Strahdverse, Curse of Strahd inside a Bug's Life universe.
No, it was awesome.
Then I regretted it when he told me that I was going to be playing Strahd.
Yeah, Beetle. Yeah, dude,
like,
dude.
oh,
Man, that was good. I have a lot of respect for people that take stuff like that and flip it because as you can see, one shots are usually like action movies. Like that's my go-to. I love fast paced stuff.
Right.
So when somebody like does something like that, I'm like, that's pretty clever. It's good.
Yeah. I mean, I had a lot of fun. It was a blast.
Yeah.
You know, and like you said, I mean, Frimmer did the carnival. And
Yeah, that was
much
cool.
like you, he didn't get the BBEG didn't get beat last Monday. So tomorrow night we do the second part of that one.
Hell yeah.
And then Wednesday, Molly was able to do hers. She ran over about a half an hour, but man, that maze idea that Molly came up with.
Oh no, that was incredible. The first online game I ever played in one shot Molly ran was that Curse DM, the toxic DM game, and I had said it then, and I was not surprised when Molly finished because I was like Molly, like we were at the end and everybody's like talking about it or whatever, and I was like, first of all, Oscar award goes to fucking Molly Adeza for being the first dungeon master to finish a fucking one shot in one night. Actually finish a one shot in one night. And then she did it again.
Yeah.
She did it again.
And I didn't think she would. I'm looking at the map, I'm listening to her, and I'm like, no, you're not doing it. And then she's like, okay, so I'm going to speed run you guys up to the next point. I was like, oh, you cheating.
Yeah.
You're not letting them walk through it and trudge, but no, she's. I really enjoy modeling. And then Sunfire ran Thursday night, and she did. I mean, the whole plot line of nothing but puzzles and everything was really good, and she's a really good actress. The way she played her skeletal, zombie-like characters, and how she just did the drops and everything. Beautiful. I loved it. She started off with dragon riding, dude.
Hell yeah.
To where the players thought they were possibly dreaming. It was really cool. I love the concept of the author, and then the way that the players beat the author by stealing the book and writing in the book. The author dies, the Tarask dies, and we all go home. Now, she had told me beforehand, she goes, I want you to understand, Seti, there is a Tarask on the table that's going to be a constant threat, but it's never going to be a promise. I'm never going to let them release the Tarask. And I'm like, okay, why is there a Tarask on the table then? And they almost released the Tarask accidentally onto the universe. But they ended up pulling off the win and changed the book. But then something funny happened there, Dave. They wrote in the book, and the book was the author's book. Whatever was written in the book came true. So the author dies, the Tarask dies, we all go home. So I messaged all 5 of them and said, I need to know what your character considers home.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
There are 5 players who may be getting new characters because they're living their... Yeah. It's crazy,
wow.
Man. It's crazy.
Yeah, wow.
And that's
dope.
some great player growth right there. When you can step into your character's mind and be like, man, I love playing this character, but this character would want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
So I will play a different character so that this character can go home. That's beautiful.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Speaking of beautiful, why don't we get back into your game, man? See how I segued that, man? That was...
Yeah, well, I did. Yeah, I'm not
segue.
gonna lie. I'm fucking blushing over here now. Anyway, let me turn this music back on, and we will hop right back into it. Just call it 10. There we go. All right. So, we stopped. That would have been Kers, my man, at the top of the round. This fucking horned devil now piles itself up out of the crash that was the fallen angel before. It has like, I guess it's called a fork, right? But it's like a spear haft with two jagged portions on either end in its hand, its bony tail, and its fucked up demeanor. What would you like to do, sir?
I will look over to Ota. I say, "Are you ready? It is now our time to shine."
Let's do it.
Around.
Inspiration, Kers!
You get some flanking on this bad boy, and we will start swinging away. The first attack is a natural 20.
Ooh, hell yeah!
From those silvered magical claws.
Oh no shit, they're silvered and magical?
Because of what level he is, they're magical also.
No doubt. All right. Well then,
Is he level 6?
then I can reveal this right out of the gate. They have so devils have a damage resistance that's contingent on the attack. Cold, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks that aren't silvered. So in order to pass the damage threshold, the weapon needs to be both magic and silvered. So congrats, you crazy motherfucker.
That will be 22 points of damage on the first attack.
Oh, wow, okay. Alright, that's big.
The second attack will be a 22 to hit.
22 does hit, yeah.
It will be an additional 10 damage.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to use a key point. Oh wait, there's more damage to come. It is an extra 6 points of damage to that.
Okay.
Now I will use a key point to do a flurry of blows. That would be a 26 to hit.
That hits.
Is 8 points of damage. And the last attack will be... Oh, that will not hit. That will be a 10 to hit.
Nope, that didn't hit. Wow. 32, 38. 46 points of damage, Kers. Not too fucking shabby on the opening fucking bout. Yeah, he did not fucking like that, and I'm not gonna lie, neither did I. So I'm going to burn a legendary action right now to make an attack against you with my tail. So that'll be 10-foot reach plus 10. That is a 27 to hit, sir. Let me guess.
Meets it, beats it.
All right. So that is 12 points of piercing damage, and I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
This half, unless we are past a minute.
No, we're not past a minute.
Constitution saving throw
Mm-hmm.
to be a 15.
15. Okay, so you take 10 points of... it doesn't specify what kind of damage is, so I will read this excerpt real quick. Must succeed on a DC 17 Constitution saving throw or lose 10 hit points at the start of each of your turns due to an So you take 10 points of bleed damage, and you now have what is called an infernal wound. Each time the devil hits you, the wound can get bigger, increasing the damage dealt by 10 or 3d6. Any creature can take an action to staunch the wound with a wisdom or a medicine check. The wound also closes if the target receives magical healing. So at the start of each of your turns, then, until this wound is staunched, you will take 3d6 bleed damage from this infernal wound.
I am resistant to all types of damage, so I will have that.
Okay, fair enough. And that was the end of your turn. So we have Silvia. It is your turn.
Okay, fantastic. And she is going to go in with her shepherd's crook. See what that's a natural one. That attack, so that's bad. As she completely misses with the front half of her staff, she's going to try to go in for another hit from behind with the other side, and that's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, there's that.
Oh, the
Yes, sir.
with my slasher feature, I scored a critical hit. It is grievously wounded. Until the start of my next turn, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Okay, fair enough. That just happens. I don't make a save or anything, huh?
That is correct.
Okay.
Because I crit.
Right. Okay, so the start of your next turn or mine?
Until the start of my next turn.
Okay, all right. Good to know.
And its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
This has been a very informative process playing with you, Kers. I will now ban Tabaxi monks in all of my games. No, I'm kidding.
That's fair. Alright, that is 9 slashing damage, 5 radiant, and then where is my actual... What's my bonus action? Where is it? No, that one. Alright, I'm just gonna have to go with that damage in total.
Okay.
And then...
Okay.
I don't understand what I did to my own character sheet. What happened? Love when that happens, sorry. Alright, and then she's gonna go for her bonus attack, which is an 11 to hit, so that misses. And that'll have to be the end of her turn.
Well, Corvaous, you're up, and Talon, you're on deck.
All right. So I am going to go ahead and make 2 swings with the sword. D20. First one is a that sucks. 14. And the second one is a 21. Am I muted?
No, you're not.
It looks like he froze. Am I...
Oh yeah, he definitely froze.
Yeah.
Remember how he talked about the storms?
Yeah.
I really hope that we did not just lose him to storms.
In the middle of this. Oh, that'd be terrible.
Oh, we won!
And how does it end?
Oh, I will tell you how it ends. It isn't pretty. Because I have
Stop.
to make everything up.
Oh, there he goes. No!
No! Quick,
vanished.
everybody hit him. Surprise round.
Everybody
round.
hit him. Surprise round. I
comes
don't
back.
know what the initiative order was, though.
Kers, Silvia,
I'm after
Corvaous,
Draven.
Talon, Gummy, Draven, and Oda.
Hold on. Let me pull up Sunday night. Let me pull up something. because I got to take over all of a sudden.
Okay, I'll put it in. Hold on.
I believe the creature was
AC
going
was
to hold his action.
Its AC was over 14, though. I remember that, right?
It
Creature's gonna
is.
hold his
It's
action,
17.
17?
It's
Okay.
17.
Oh yeah, he's gonna
So
hold
my-
his action. He wasn't gonna attack anyone. Why would he attack?
My first swing missed. My second swing hit, and that did 8 points of magical slashing. And for a bonus action, gonna have the shield run and jump. Can she make that jump? I think she could do it.
He's still in the fire, man.
I mean, that's like 10 feet. 10 feet, that's 15 feet across and a good 20 feet, 30 feet high. Hold on. When Kers was standing over him, Kers, you were 10 feet higher or 5 feet higher?
Oh, that's 20 feet up.
That is 20 feet up from where the raccoon is right now? Okay.
Correct.
And he's on the ground now, so, you know, it's 15 foot across, 20 foot down. A shield can totally make that jump to land on his shoulders.
Because I watched a video the other day of a raccoon jumping off of a building in Miami. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It did
Just
not-
for this occasion.
Yep. All right.
For
so-
research purposes, right?
Right.
Yes. Her athletics check was a not great. It's
Not
gonna be
great.
a 7 total. She has a negative modifier.
Ooh, fantastic.
I knew I should have cast catapult on her.
So she is not going to. I mean, give me a dex save for a tuck and roll on her.
That's gonna be a dex save. Plus 3, so 15.
Okay, she tucked and rolled. She's okay. She's not going to be hurt or anything like that. Okay, cool. You sent me that. Who's next? Corvaous
Talon.
is next. Or who? That was Corvaous. Talon is next. Okay.
Because this thing's on the ground and everybody seems to be surrounding it, he is going to try to mess up the lines with his silvered dagger to see if that'll help.
I'm back.
Around
You guys hear me?
Oh yeah.
Hey!
Yeah. All right. The house Wi-Fi is shit, but my phone's working. So
I was
just beat
I was
Dungeons and
preparing just in case, man. I was like
Okay,
getting
good.
things ready to keep it going.
hell yeah. All right. I'm sorry. Where did we? I lost my spot.
Talon.
Where did we lose them?
Talon missed with his first, not Talon. Corvaous missed with the first one. The second one hit. What was that damage? Do you
I did
remember?
11.
11?
11
Okay.
magic slashing.
And then the raccoon tried to make a leap to get to the demon, and missed, but did a tuck and roll and landed on the ground okay.
All right. I just had to switch to my book. Bring up the info in the monster manual here real quick.
And it is now Talon's turn. Talon was getting ready to go.
All right. Go ahead, Talon.
Talon is going to try and disrupt the lines with his silver dagger just to see if he can start helping the people out, being that guy looks like he's surrounded.
Okay. You're gonna try and what? Mess up the pentagrams that they're underneath?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you proficient with make me an Arcana check, or if you're not, then just Wisdom or Intelligence, whichever it is.
It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, dude. So you know already when you go to like mess with them that they're not going to give until this guy is dead. Like there's just no unless you dump spell slots into either like a dispel curse or even dispel magic. I think it is. Yeah, you won't be able to like fuck up these force cages.
Alright, in that case, he'll... I don't want to do this, but he'll move over there. And I think that'll be his turn. So...
That's his turn?
That's his turn.
Okay. So, at the end of Talon's turn, Seti, I can no longer view the owlbear as well since I'm on my phone. So,
I got you. What we doing?
How far is Kers? Are Kers and Silvia still next to him?
Yes. Actually, you were surrounded by Ota, Silvia, Corvaous, Kers, and Talon. The only one not standing over there is the smartest one in the group, and that's Draven.
Draven, yeah. Okay. I will, he's going to use a legendary action at the end of Talon's turn to make an attack against who attacked him last? Corvaous, right?
Yes, Corvaous hit him last. Unless Talon just did. Did Talon miss?
Talon uses his action to look at the pentagrams.
Okay. Then yeah, Corvaous hit him last.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. I actually got all like bent out of shape and was packing my stuff up, and then I was like, wait a minute, dumbass, you can call them on your phone and do this. Alright, so let's see. He's going to use a legendary action to make a tail attack against you, Corvaous, for a 26 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that'll be... Is that 1d8? Sorry. That's 9 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ten.
What's that?
Got a 10 total.
A 10, okay. So, you take 14 points of bleed damage, and you also now have an infernal wound, so at the start of your next turn you will take another 3d6 bleed damage, unless you staunch the wound. And with
Was
that...
attack made at disadvantage?
Correct, yes it was, Kers, yes. Now it is Osrogam's turn, who is going to use his multi-attack, so that is 2 with his fork and 1 with its tail. So I'm going to do a fork attack on Silvia, a fork attack on Ota, and then I'm going to do another tail attack on you, Kers, all with disadvantage, correct?
Fork that.
Correct.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Ota, that is a 18 to hit.
It does.
Okay, so that is 2d6. Sorry, 1 second. 2d7. That's 18 points of piercing damage as the fork stabs into you. Silvia, that is a 19 to hit.
It's
That is 16 points of piercing damage. And Kers, that is a 13 to hit.
It will miss.
Okay, with the tail. So that'll be the end of Osrogam's turn. And at the end of Osrogam's turn, in the periphery of all of your visions, you guys are so focused in on this crazy shit that has been happening so far that nobody has noticed up until this point that the mists of Barovia have begun to gather in mass at the fringe of the battlefield. and with the high-pitched sound of what sounds like bats, I will turn this over to Seti as his boy makes an appearance on the field.
Where did he go? Where is my... Well, then I will have to bring... Oh, that's why. I'm not on Sunday. I need to bring Sunday up. There he is. Oh, what's this demon lord's name?
Dickface.
It's Rogam.
I've been calling him Gummy.
I believe it is Aasimar.
Rogam! Rogam! What are you doing, Rogam? Why are you messing with my play toys? I do not appreciate you playing with my toys like this. You are being too rough on them. What are you doing?
If you think I'm rough on them, Strahd, wait till you see what I have for you.
Rogam, I'm going to bend you over and allow them to take turns upon you and show you what rough is. Do you understand me? As I'm being scolded by my wife in the other room. She does not like it when I talk to people like that. Hey?
Your wife is a smart lady.
My wife is a very smart lady. She is a very smart lady. You would be a smart lady too if you'd get out of my domain. You could leave right now and you won't have to die.
I have come here to wipe you clean from this place, Strahd.
I'll make you a deal. If I get up there and they haven't killed you yet, I'll give you the first hit on me, bitch.
You will regret that decision. And Draven, it is your turn.
Okay.
Well, Strahd's got to roll initiative then, but...
Oh, okay. I'll roll initiative for Strahd. Oh, Strahd will be going
Strahd
last.
halves his movement on purpose.
He struts at half movement. Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to waste a bonus action to dash. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to walk. Because that sounds like Strahd. Strahd does not run. One does not run into battle. Strahd's initiative is a whopping 11. Right? And
hell yeah.
He will just move his 40 feet.
Yeah, he goes before Draven then. He will go before Draven.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then Draven is going to move roughly there to get within 30 feet. And using Draven's bonus action, he's going to assist Silvia by giving her the help action, so she gets advantage on her attack.
Mm-hmm.
And the way he's helping her is by going. He turns around, he sees Strahd, and he's like, Sylvia, honey, we need to hurry up and finish this, so I'll make you a deal, okay? You finish him on your next attack, and I will never hit on you again. I promise. I will never hit on you again if you can just take him out in your next hit.
Oh, I'll take you up on that one.
Okay. And with that, Draven will go ahead and
instantly
attack. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay. And Draven misses, but Sylvia will get her advantage on her next attack.
Excellent.
Okay. End of Draven's turn then, correct?
Yep. End of Draven's turn.
All right. So Asvergom is going to use a legendary action to make a tail attack against Silvia at disadvantage. Ooh, 17.
Miss.
Nice, very good. So the tail comes shooting out at you, and you deflect it, like parry it away real quickly. The last second, and Ota, my man, it is your turn.
Oh, baby. You're on the ground, so you get some of this. Here we go. And I roll to attack. First attack is a 17.
Misses.
All right. Second attack. Oh, we have advantage. Hold on. That's better. 21.
Hits.
All right. There we go. Okay, my sword is magical.
Is it silvered
it is
as well?
Not silvered though.
Okay, right.
So that is 9 slashing damage and 1 fire damage if he takes fire damage at all.
Nope.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, second attack. Here we go. All right, how does a 22 sound? That should hit.
Sounds like it hits, yeah.
All right. That is 9 more slashing damage. That magical weapon. And we're going to flurry of blows because we need to do stuff.
Man.
I hit him with the sword. And now it's time for the feet. I put my hands on the ground and we're going to twist just like Draven showed me last time. Except I'm hitting him with my feet. All right. 21. So that hits.
That hits.
All right. This is bludgeoning damage with my feet. And this is 8 bludgeoning damage.
Good.
And he'll have to make a... Let me see. I'm going to use the Way of the Open Hand technique to make him have a dexterity saving throw to see if he falls down or not.
Okay. Shit. Rolled that right into my McDonald's fries. That is 18.
Okay. He succeeds, so he does not fall.
Okay.
And for that last flurry of blows attack, that is a 19. Does 19 hit?
19 does hit, yes.
19 hits. All right. He'll have to make another dexterity saving throw.
14.
14 just...
Oh, I'm sorry, 18. I'm sorry, 18. He does.
Okay.
He is proficient with the dex saving throw, yeah.
Got it, okay. Well, that saves, so he doesn't fall prone. And he takes 9 more bludgeoning damage.
Okay. 2 monks in a group. Whew. Lots of attacks.
Lots of attacks. Lots of division by 2, and maybe 4. And I'm going to put a little bit of distance between me and him, because I didn't like getting hit in this whirlwind of attacks.
Okay, so you're going to leave the threatened square?
A little bit, yeah. I'm going to back out.
Okay, so he'll use a reaction to make a attack of opportunity.
So I have the mobile feat, and
Oh.
when I make attacks on a creature, they cannot use their reaction to hit me unless they have the Sentinel feat.
Right. Yep. And he does not have the Sentinel feat. They don't have that in hell. All right. So, but what he does have is legendary actions, which he is going to use at the end of Ota's turn to make a tail attack against. Is Talon within 10 feet of me?
Just barely, yeah.
Okay. He will make a tail attack against Talon. Fuck it. Disadvantage, man. All right, 13 does not break your AC, right?
That does break my AC.
Okay. So, then it is Kers' turn.
No, you did hit.
Oh, I did hit? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, no
Okay.
shit. All right. Right on. So, you're going to take... That's 7 piercing and 14 points of bleed damage, and you now have an infernal wound and are bleeding. And now it is Kers' turn.
Can I get flanking on with anybody now? Corvaous, are you on the ground?
Yeah. I'm with everyone else though. Surrounding this guy.
Real quick, guys, I'm going to try and join the game back on my computer, because I'm at like 7% on my phone, so I'm going to see if this will turn out.
That's not great.
Oh my god.
Good luck, sir.
Come on. There we go. Okay,
He's
cool.
back.
Hey, there he is.
Dude, so my phone is so bad, dude. It's like the charge port's full of dust and shit. So like whenever I go to charge it, I have to like fucking push the goddamn USB in there, so it's always like on the verge of death. Anyway.
You should get a paper clipping. Sweep that out.
So you screw it up if you use a paperclip. I actually have a toothbrush that I use to clean it out, like an old toothbrush that I use to clean it out. Yeah, it's still messed up though.
Yeah.
All right. My first attack would be a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
That will do 9 points of slashing silver magical damage.
Kers. Really busting my balls with these claws, man. Let me tell you.
Through great lengths to make them this way.
Yeah.
My second attack will be a 27 to hit.
That hits.
That will be 8 points of damage. Let's say another another 3 points of damage on top of that.
Okay.
I will use a key point to do a flurry of blows.
This is like having two fighters in your group, and everyone's just like, "Oh yeah, action surge, 7 attacks, here we go." And then my buddy's gonna
Let's
do
go.
it. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
our moment. Don't you take this away from us.
No, I know. It's incredible. I love it. I've just never had 2 monks in a group, and now I'm like,
This is why.
Yes.
This is
why you don't allow it.
yeah.
This is why I put them both there, to find out what happens when there's multiple monks.
Yeah.
I see an entire adventure with a party of monks.
Imagine if I had silver cloaks. Where would we be then?
I feel like the only way, like, if we're like session zeroing that, and they're like, "Yo, dude, we all want to play monks, right?" I'm gonna be like, "Okay, that's fine, but you have exactly 10 seconds to do your entire turn." Like, I do not. Like, there is no time to stop because everybody has 7 attacks. So, like
It is a 20 to hit for
he hits.
10
Yes.
points of damage.
Okay.
Or you do it like a coven, to where they have a pool of key points.
Right.
Ooh.
And then you start yelling at each other, "Hey, stop using all the key points."
Yeah.
The last attack will be 26 to hit.
That hits.
And that will do 11 points of damage.
That was incredible. Incredible. Hey, everybody in chat. Do you tune in to watch a Tabaxi monk solo a fucking horned demon tonight?
Pretty much at this
I would
point.
also like to use a key point to do a hand of harm with that. Would be an additional 7 points of damage.
Okay.
How many key points you got left there, Kers?
That I don't have any more.
That's what I was afraid of.
Okay.
Got nothing left.
Action surge.
Get the fuck out of here.
And I spend another 8 key points.
Yeah. Jesus.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. So I don't think we did it, but your wound. You got to take wound damage. So
Yes, I did need to do that.
right. That is going to be. Woohoo! Nice roll, Dave. 14 points of bleed damage to you, sir. And at the halved. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. So then at the end of your turn, I'm going to use my last legendary action for the round and make a tail attack against you, Kers. Not at disadvantage, though.
Correct.
Finally. I just so you know how clutch that was, I rolled 2 fucking 20s that whole last round of combat, and they did not count for shit. So I was like, dude, this guy, come on. All right. Oh my god. I shouldn't have bragged because I rolled a fucking 1. So I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say you. So you fucking lay into him with his claws, right? And this demon just lets out a fucking guttural roar in anger as it tries to stab into you, into the infernal wound on your chest with its tail. And when it goes to, you just fucking Keanu Reeves grab the fucking thing mid fucking motion and hold it still, lock eyes with this fucking demon and just no.
They put the key in Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh.
And Silvia, that'll be your turn.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Incredible.
All right. Fantastic.
And Draven yells one more time just to remind, don't forget me, baby.
I
I'm
can't.
coming. It'll
I
be
will
fine.
never
I'll
forget
get there.
you in the worst way possible. And she takes, as she twirls her shepherd's cook around and goes for an up slash, which is a 24 to hit.
Was that
hits?
Was that with the advantage?
Nope, that was just my first roll.
Roll the advantage because you might get a nat 20.
Mm-hmm.
I did get a nat 20. That's a 26.
Let's go!
Incredible.
It was worth it. Thank you, Strahd.
Incredible.
That was
I completely
Draven.
forgot.
That was Draven.
Oh, that was Draven. Okay.
What was the rules on nat 20s? I never paid attention because I don't roll them.
Full damage
Max
plus
damage
your
plus
roll.
a
Yeah,
roll.
max damage plus a roll.
Okay, 13. All right.
Don't forget your smite.
Yep, got smite. That is 7
As
slashing.
Oda
and
would
then
say,
she
put a
is-
little smite on that.
And then she
Smite
is-
on that thing.
Then she's also going to 7 slashing damage, and she's also going to do a shining smite, which is 2d6, and that is what was this? 10 radiant damage.
Okay.
And it sheds a bright light. Okay, that's not helpful. And then she has one more attack. Which is a 22 to hit,
That hits.
of course. And that's 7 slashing and 6 radiant.
Silvia Darlson, how would you like to do this?
Yeah. What she would like to do is, as she watches this monstrosity just leaking shadow and death where it goes, is she is going to twirl her shepherd's cook around, and she is going to swipe up, hooking the creature in the around the chest, the rib cage bone, to pull it over her shoulders and slam it into the ground as you watch electricity just pulse around this giant crook and straight into the chest.
Hell yeah.
And just kind of all you can see is it's starting to smolder and smoke and the smell of burnt whatever the heck this thing is actually made out of.
Hell yeah. The shepherd's crook slams into its chest cavity. There's electric energy just crackling around it. Silvia fucking hoists this thing up in the air and slams it down into the ground. Into the ground where it had tore a hole open to crawl out of. And in one fluid motion, the corpse of this thing just slams down into this hole, and all at once the hole just hellfire gouts out, and it's like falls into this pit. Shuts close. And it's gone.
But so you're saying so there's no chance. There's How you doing, Oda?
Hey. He moves on quick, doesn't he?
Of course. Dang it! I wanted to take its horn back. I'm sure Farron would have loved it. Or
You
Hunter would've.
exclaim about this unfortunate circumstance. And as the combination of Strahd's mists and the smoke and brimstone from this demon's pit sort of move out of the way, there's one singular demon horn, or devil, left, laying on the ground. Still warm to the touch.
Dibs.
Like it just came out of the
Absolutely
microwave.
not.
She said dibs.
Absolutely not.
As you go for that, the rest of you notice, however, that the spell holding the Vistani has come loose, and you watch as they all begin to finally breathe sighs of relief. They begin to move, just about. Dagony comes rushing forward to you guys, and he's like thanking each one of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything you've done, and I promise we will take care of you. As he beelines it over to the other Vistani to start checking in on them and making sure that they're okay. Is there anything any of you want to do or say real quick?
Yeah. Silvia is going to scan the group and then just walk over to the fence area and check down the stairs to see if Strahd's actually coming up or if he decided to go home.
He's still up there. He's still walking up. Yeah.
All right, he's gonna take a minute to get up here. He's dramatic that way. How's everyone feeling?
Not great.
Neither am I.
Still bleeding from.
I'm gonna keep ignoring the building that's on fire and just round up these people and bring them away from it.
Yeah, that would be best.
Fire! I would like to go ahead and cast Control Winds and put the fire out very, very non-dramatically.
Okay, so you guys are sort of huddling up and hurrying, and you see as the air around the church begins to swirl and move its way out from the flames, sucking any fuel or oxygen near it. And very soon, the church begins to just turn to embers, and then coals, and then nothing at all. But while it does that, Strahd, my man, is still making his way up the hill. Dagony hurries the Vistani together. They form a circle around the six of you and begin to chant in their native tongue. You see as they begin the ritual, Dagony takes a step forward, and out from the brush line behind him, Esmeralda comes running up. They join they join hands together. He gives her kind of a knowing look, this sort of I didn't want you to come here, but I knew in the back of my head you were gonna fucking sneak up to see what was going on, And they begin their chant, and you guys feel yourselves become light, and then ethereal.
How close?
What?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
How close is Strahd to us when we start feeling this?
He is now over the hill line and within eye and earshot. like full visual, full ear, but not like close enough to like punch or anything. He's probably
Is he,
about.
like, 120 feet or so.
He could be, yes.
Say, is he close enough for that?
Yeah. So, real quick, as you guys begin to feel what you assume your characters assume to be the transition back to your Barovia, is there anything you would like to do before you leave?
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll start from the top. Oda, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go up to Kers and I'm gonna give him the biggest dap I've ever given. We're gonna go BAM! Kers, it's a pleasure.
It has been an honor.
I hope one day I can kick demon ass like you once. I hope I can someday.
You may have a way to go. But I believe in you.
Thank you.
Kers, is there anything you would like to do before you leave?
I just want to look around to the group and say, good luck to you all. Before I go, that boy that you say you're all so fond of from the orphanage, he is not what you call him. He has a name. Show him mercy.
Okay.
He is no freak.
No, he's a hunter. Just like his sister.
Corvaous, what would you like to do before you leave this Barovia?
You're muted.
I'm gonna flip a die here because I really just want to cast Magic Missile at Strahd.
Go for it.
Oh, wouldn't you know it? Yes, I do that.
Dispel.
Oh.
You
Point my finger at him and like the finger gun.
right.
Wink at him.
In an epic moment of fuck you, you fire off your magic missile, and they go zooming straight for Strahd Van Zarovich. But they stop with a wave of his hand, and they just dissipate as he continues his steady and dramatic stride towards this little group. Silvia, what would you like?
Sylvia's gonna go over and she's gonna slap the back of Corvaous' head really fast before turning over to Talon. Talon, we really did not get to speak very much during this.
Not a lot.
But it has honestly been a pleasure. You have been fascinating to listen to, honestly, and you have a lot of strength. Take that and keep rolling. You're on a good path. She's gonna turn back to Corvaous. And you! I wish you luck in your world. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure we can figure out a way that we could get your team to our Barovia. Or maybe come and help you. I'm sorry for what you're going through, but you're strong.
We definitely could use the help.
I would love to.
You'd be
And I'm
welcome
sure
to-
my sisters would as well. Sorry, go ahead.
That's it. I was just gonna say, yeah. I was like, you'd be welcome anytime.
Alan, is there anything you'd like to do before you leave Barovia?
Yes. After she said you're strong, it just inspired him so much that he's going to shoot an Eldritch Blast at Strahd.
Dispel.
Sylvia is going to slap
That's
Talon in the
wasted
back
a
of the
good
head.
natural 20. Really good waste. And then he's just be like, we'll see each other.
So, yeah. You're facing Silvia. You said you rolled a natural 20? Hell yeah. Okay, so you're facing Silvia, you know, you're feeling inspired and you're like, what the hell? And just put your head like blind-eyed, but over the shoulder, fucking huck an Eldritch Blast, and sure enough, it beelined straight towards Strahd, but much like the magic missile, a wave of his hand and the magic dissipates as he continues his stride forward. Seti, is there anything Draven would like to do you think, before he sets off?
At the very last second before they finally dissipate, he's gonna wink at Silvia. He's going to slap Talon's ass. And he's gonna kiss Oda.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you
Talon
horny
again.
sucker.
Beautiful. So in this moment of overexpressed camaraderie, we see these two kiss, and then the six of you dissipate and return back to your native Barovia. Now, after you guys have disappeared, the Vistani still in the circle begin to try and make light of themselves quickly as Strahd continues up the hill. There's the sound of a horse on cobblestone and a wagon riding furiously. Drifting around the corner of the church is a Vistani wagon, reins in his hand and bottles of wine clanking out from the wagon as it Tokyo drifts its way around the church is Nestor. See, I overcome my cowardice and I am here to help. As he pulls forward in front of the church, the wagon coming to a screeching halt. He turns and looks around and he's like, "Where are you all going? I've come to help in the fight." And at that moment, Strahd Van Zarovich finally arrives, not but 10 feet away from Nestor. As Nestor's eyes go wide. And that'll be where we end.
Fantastic. And he goes, "Oh no!"
Well done, everybody. Well done. That was great.
Gosh.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. What?
That was fantastic.
Thank you so much,
Good.
Dave. That was
Hell yeah.
Amazing.
that was
Also,
awesome, man.
just goes to show, books and words and rules and shit and stat blocks mean nothing, because those two creatures that you guys fought are like CR 10 and CR 11, and you guys fucking raffle stomp them, dude. Like, yeah. So, just saying, you know.
I
that was
am,
awesome.
I am so
Good, do we get-
glad that y'all were able to come together and Strahd didn't have to help you.
Yeah, no, I thought that was
made
dope
the
too.
story so much better. It really did.
Yeah.
It gave it a lot more depth.
Yeah. And I
I just
love
want
the
to
way
hold
you
that.
guys left talking to each other and the camaraderie between you all and I don't think my portrayal of Draven is that far off of what Floki would have done. Not that.
No,
far
that seems
off.
He
pretty
would've
on
gave
brand.
out more kisses, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that Dave, thank you very much. Players, thank you all very much.
Absolutely.
That was so good.
Yeah, I had a blast
We're,
running that for you guys. Thank you.
Yeah. I know that after the end of the week, everyone, in theory, everyone will be going home. And I am only saying in theory because of what happened on Thursday night. That, you know, there are some people on Thursday night who may have chose a different path than home. Home to them may have meant something totally different. In fact, I'm not even going to say some of them. Out of the 5 players on Thursday night, one immediately said, "I have no home other than those people that I'm fighting with. So I'm going back to my Barovia." The other 4, 3 of them immediately said, "Oh shit, I need some time. I really need to think about this." And then another one immediately said, my character would want to go home. but I want to keep playing her, but she'd want to go home. And like I was talking about when we first came back from break, that is such character and player growth. When you as a player can love your character, but know that your character would want to go home. So I don't want to do the eulogy for that character because I want her to be able to tell everybody herself. The other 3 players are yet undecided still. I told them they had until basically, Thursday night, the end of the night to make their final decision. But so far out of the 5 players, one's coming home and the other one's going home.
Wow.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah. Seti, I think this is really cool all around what you did with this, man. I think not only is that, like, latching onto that and using that narratively just fucking incredible, just like the ripple that this series of one-shots will have on the other campaigns going forward, that you have, like, all of these people in an adventuring group that are like, what fucking Barovia did you go to? Because, like, in our fucking Barovia, we did that. You know what I mean? And then someone's going to be like, I was a fucking beetle. Like,
back in my Barovia, we burnt down all the churches and the abbeys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is that Thursday night found out at the very end of the session that the Barovia they're in, Strahd's not a vampire.
Oh, wow.
Is this the bug one?
He's a guard.
He's immortal, but he is not a vampire.
Is he a goldfish?
He's a goldfish. No.
Aw, sick.
I'll go ahead and say it. I mean, if you're watching Twitch, you need to tune in to hear all the lore, but realize that when this first started coming about, the DM who ran A Bug's Life Strahdverse, he and I were discussing things, and he was like, if you think about the Strahdverse much like the multiverse of Marvel and everything, there would be a universe out there where Strahd was a good guy. On Thursday night, that universe, it was Tatiana who made a dark plot. It was Tatiana who killed Sergi. It was Tatiana who became a vampire. And part of her dark curse that she wished for was that she wanted to become immortal along with Strahd so that they could live together forever. But to do so, she had to kill his brother, her future husband. And that's all I'm going to say. Tune in Thursday and find out what happened. Or wait until the VOD comes out Friday or the YouTube a couple days after that and watch that. But I dug in deep and I was like, you know what, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make a universe where, and I mean, he's part of it. I want to give credit to a young lady that's in this room right now with us. Obviously, there's only one woman in this room right here with us, and that's Kaden.
The actual physical room. Got it.
Yeah. Kaden, on Thursday night, you ladies started, it's crazy, Dave. The women of Thursday night have created an online magazine for their group.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I mean, they're all in. They have t-shirts, they have merch. The women are psychotic.
That's dope.
They are D&D geeks like I wish I would have had friends like that when I was younger. It's just crazy.
Yeah, dude. I'm not gonna lie. If any group I've ever run D&D for long term was like, hey, we made like a newsletter about our D&D party, I would probably cry myself to sleep in joy. Yeah.
So the first issue of this newsletter, Kaden wrote an article that talks about what does it compare? It compares Strahd's universe.
It was a comparative analysis between Silvia's political governing system versus Strahd's governing system, which was basically it was feudalism versus democracy. Even though Strahd's acts as a monarch.
In the end
or
of
a
the
tyrannical
article,
king.
she makes a comment of something along the lines, I'm going to butcher the quote, but she makes a comment somewhere along the lines of, it'd be amazing to see what Strahd could do if he just tried being nice.
I believe what I said was, if Strahd had actually focused on governing his people and making sure they were okay, he would have had Tatiana long ago.
And that is kind of, I tied that into this whole thing. To where he's not a bad guy. You know, he's doing the best he can. He knows it's a prison. They're all in a prison together. But he's trying to take care of it. He's having the Vistani go out and get things to try to take care of the people of Barovia. It's kind of a cool spin on everything. And he already called the adventurers that used to be in his land that vanished when this whole thing went down. He told the party, he's like, you know, I kind of hope you guys can stay because the people that were here, they're kind of murderous hobos. So, man, Dave, thank you, man. Thank you again. I greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely, no problem, dude. Thank all of you for having a good time. To be honest, that was great.
Dave, I'm sorry, not Dave. Danny, I apologize to Kers. Carl, I apologize to Tobias. But the other three of you, 4 if Draven was here, you get to be 7th level now.
Hell yeah!
Really? Actually?
Woo! And everybody will be 7th level and even by the time this week is up.
Oh, dude, you know, not like this is obviously totally fucking not important, but I like XP. I'm a weirdo, right?
Yeah, you don't do the
milestones now.
Story points?
My group, the like main group that I run for, like my buddies from like when we were kids, they're all gamers. So like they're like, is there storytelling elements? Yes. Do they enjoy that? Yes. But are they there to fucking roll dice and crunch goblin skulls all night long for XP? Yes, that's what they're there to fucking do. Yeah. So we do a lot of like dungeon crawls and shit. But anyway, if you guys did XP, everybody here would have got like 2,900 XP individually because those monsters. Yeah, dude, like you guys crushed fucking monsters. Like if you put the fight that I did in Kobold Fight Club, it would explode. It would not. Don't do this. Yeah. So, but anyway, thank you guys so much for having me. This was a fucking blast. I look forward to watching you guys all go back to your normal Barovias on the Twitch stream here. So
definitely, man, definitely. We and I look forward to whatever this brings. You know, the community is awesome, man, and Floki's Tavern. As I'm wearing the anniversary shirt tonight, and you got the mug, and I got one here, and you know Floki's Tavern is awesome, y'all. If you're watching this and you aren't part of Floki's Tavern, you need to come join for real.
Join the fucking tavern.
It's an awesome community, man. So, but yeah, for all of these nerds and me, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us, and go roll some dice. Later.
69 hit points now.
Say goodnight, nerds.
That guy.
Good night, nerds.
Bye.
Bye.